Well, Shaun Waterman is a cybersecurity analyst for Newsweek. He joins us live now from Washington. Shaun, good to talk to you. This sounds like an enormous bust, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty big. I mean, dozens of arrests, more than a dozen countries. It's a pretty big one.
I mean, are we to suggest that Genesis Market is one of the major operators in this, or is it just one of a clutch of different, to use a different term, organizations?
Well, there are several. It's one of several large online markets where cyber criminals, sell these login details that can then be used by others to drain their bank accounts or monetized in other ways.
So talk us through a little bit about what a marketplace like Genesis would be selling. I mean, you say login details and so on. So presumably there are hackers out there gathering these different login details by hacking into people's personal computers, by tricking them online into filling out questionnaires or filling out details because they think they're talking to their bank. Is it that kind of thing? And then all that data is put together and held up for sale?
Exactly. All that data is bundled into a package about the individual whose computer was infected with this malware. And then, and you see, that's an automated process done at scale, right? You send out, tens of thousands of these emails purporting to come from a bank. Maybe, only a few dozen click on the link, and perhaps only a handful go all the way through the process to give you their login details and their password. But you can then bundle that up. You sell it to another hacker, or perhaps a less skilled one, who can then just log into that person's bank account using those details and drain it, for instance.
And I suppose the challenge for law enforcement is that the geographical location of this is rather difficult to define. You'll have individuals around the world, presumably, who are communicating to each other, but there's no headquarters, there's no particular place where all this goes on, that it's all centered, or is there? I've heard stories of offices which have HR departments who are just offices participating in the black web. I mean, how does the geography work?
Well, I mean, that's the thing about the internet, isn't it? It makes the geography irrelevant. I can be sitting in Timbuktu or Moscow or here in DC, and collaborating in real time with fellow managers of the site. On the other hand, depending on the way the site was architected, there's generally some kind of central server where which, if you seize it, will take the site offline. And what they've done is to actually seize they've seized the address. That's how the FBI operates in these cases. So they've seized the address with a court order, and now they're telling they're sending anyone who tries to visit it to a page that says this site has been seized by the FBI. Now, and presumably in one of these raids that have taken place in different countries, they've also seized a box, the server, probably numerous boxes actually, which constitute the sort of the sort of beating heart of the marketplace.
Indeed. Shaun Waterman, thanks very much indeed. An extraordinary story. Thanks for your insight. Shaun Waterman there.